So this just came from a company in Texas, and I'm going to unbox this right now for all of you. And I want to talk about this. You know, I went to a restaurant last night, just a pizza joint, grab a pizza. I called up on the way there, and the woman told me it was going to take an hour to make a pizza because she had 2 orders in front of my order. So 2 orders in front of me means a pizza takes an hour to make. And when I walked into the restaurant, there was only that woman working there, taking the orders, answering the phones, making the food. And next to that restaurant, there was a diner, and the diner is open only Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And many of you have commented down below, I've talked about it on past videos, the service that you're getting at restaurants, it's horrible. The food quality has gone downhill, the nutrition of the food, the amount of the servings, everything continues to just decrease. And it almost seems like when you go into a lot of these establishments that people don't even want to be there, they don't want to work there. And of course, they'd rather be at home on unemployment more than likely. But for me, I'm bumping my workouts up to 4 days a week. And I get into such a bind between work and making videos and, you know, working out that, you know, so many of the restaurants are closed or the hours are limited. The food's horrible, the service is horrible, everything. So what I did was I just stepped up and I ordered food preps. And I know a lot of people are saying, oh, that costs so much money. You know what, honestly, it's cheaper to do this than it is to go out. I just talked to a guy today. He said he went to McDonald's, got a large order of French fries, $4.25. I got off the phone with Dan Golka probably about 30 minutes ago. He said he went and had a beef bowl, cost over $15. And in many of these places, you have to leave a tip too, right? So here we go. This is from Icon Meals. They're not paying me a dime. They sent this last night on dry ice. And here you go. Those are my lunches because I make my own breakfast. I make a healthy breakfast, a healthy dinner. And the meal that I really suffer from is lunch because I'm working or I'm out and I'm just limited on time and I just can't get a good lunch. So this is what I'm going to start with. And look, I may even move this into dinners and whatnot, but you know, right here, this is chicken, sweet potato, broccoli. I do 6 ounces of chicken or fish or meat with 4 ounces of rice or a sweet potato or a mashed sweet potato and a vegetable. So, you know, this is how it comes. And you've got, I'll put on my glasses here really quick just to give you a breakdown. This is 290 calories, 27 grams of protein, 26 grams of carbs, 9 grams of fat, 5 grams of fiber, and 150 grams of sodium in this one. So they break it all down. So I'm not getting cheap, garbage, processed food made by somebody who didn't wash their hands. And this takes about 3 minutes to make. This is beef medallion with green beans and mashed sweet potatoes. Then I've got I got steak, sweet potatoes, and I did some salmon. I did green beans, I did rice. So these are my lunches for this month. So I'm going to try that out because I don't know about all of you. I'm just noticing I'm paying, you go out for fast food now, it's minimally $10 plus. And the food is garbage, the ingredients, the preservatives, garbage. So I'm trying to get my workouts up to 4 days a week because your number one asset is security and your body. And we need to be taking care of ourselves. So for me, I'm bumping my workouts up to 4 days a week, and I'm going to be cutting out the garbage lunches that I've been guilty of eating, and I'm going to substitute them with something of high quality like this. I'm going to continue to eat a good high quality breakfast and a good high quality dinner, which I try to do. Yes, I do slip from time to time, but for the most part, I'm going to eat, you know, chicken or a nice piece of fish or a nice piece of steak, a really good quality steak with a vegetable. That's typically what I eat for dinner. So I'm going to add this in and I'm going to let you know how it goes. But it's something to think about because I'm talking to people daily and just the cost of food, this terrible service and the terrible quality and the amount of food that you're getting, this is now cheaper than going out to eat. So I'm going to try this out, and I thought I'd share that with you because it's something, as we're all trying to get in maybe better physical shape, one of the 80% of it is going to be your diet, and your body is such an important asset. We talk about security, we talk about money, we talk about having food and water, and emergency dry food. Yes, all important, but how about a good meal, a good lunch, or a good dinner? This is the kind of stuff we need to be eating because we got to keep the body healthy, especially if you believe what is coming, like I believe what is coming. You need to be taking care of yourself. You don't want to be dealing with the medical industry. You don't want to be in a hospital. You don't want to be taking pharmaceuticals. Take care of the temple, ladies and gentlemen. So Icon Meals, they're not paying me for this. I bought this with my own money, and I'm going to try it out, and I'll give you my opinion of it, but I think it's going to work out because at the end of the day, you got to cut out the garbage and substitute it with something good like this. So I'm going to give it a try, and I'll let you know how it goes. But in the meantime, we got a lot to talk about today, and we're going to get right into it. It's Friday, August 6, 2021. Before I start the video, I want to just make one more point about the food. That food runs about $10 to $13 per package, okay, per meal, $10 to $13, and that's delivered. And if you're out going and eating fast food, you know that you're paying $10 to $13 for fast food. I don't have to leave the house. I don't have to deal with traffic. I don't have to deal with putting gas in the car to continually go out every day to eat. So to me, it saves money and it saves time. But right now, I want to get into this video. So much happening. Yesterday, we got first-time jobless claims. 385,000 Americans filed first-time jobless claims last week. And this was the good news. I saw this in some articles that this is great news, the numbers going down. The week prior, it was 400,000. Then it was revised this week to 427,000. This number, 385,000 first-time jobless claims, will probably be revised and will be over 400,000. So I bring this up because we got these numbers today. We got the job numbers for July. Now, before I go into that, I was talking to a good friend of mine today. Guy is very successful. He's a smart guy, and he's in full agreement that these numbers, whether it's employment numbers, job numbers, whether it's housing numbers, inflation numbers, all of the numbers are fake. And the scary thing about this is people are making crucial decisions daily based on these fraudulent numbers. The television, the economic analysts, the economists, all these people, not all, but many of them on television are lying. They're not being honest with you. And people are believing these people on these television shows. They're believing the numbers that the government is handing out to us. If you believe unemployment is 5.5 or 5.6%, whatever the number is right now, you no doubt are drinking the Kool-Aid. John Williams, shadowstats.com, is at 25%, and he's doing it. He's using the formula that they used back in the 80s. All these things are so watered down. The formulas and the way they come up with these numbers are so watered down. They're not truthful numbers. They're not accurate. They're not real, and people are making very crucial decisions based on these numbers, and they're going to pay a huge price for it. People are going to be led to their destruction because they're believing everything on the television. They're believing these people who are telling them things are okay, the economy's recovering, unemployment's recovering, everything's going to be fine, and people are believing it. And they're investing in these fraudulent markets. They're investing in the biggest housing bubble in human history, and they're going to pay a huge price here. But let's get into the job numbers. And where were the jobs? We got this incredible number today. It was over 900,000 jobs for July. But where were they? And I want to go over this with you. And I want to make a couple points before we go over where the jobs are and not where the jobs have been created. The majority of this is people just going back to work. 25 states
canceled the $300 benefits. So in 25 states, people were literally forced to go back to work because the $300 a week benefits are over. So they're back to work. So people were forced back to work. So again, many of these jobs are not new. These were just existing jobs that people just hadn't returned back to. Now they are. September 6th, the $300 benefits end for the rest of the country. Of course, that is if they're not extended. But let's talk about the 900 plus thousand, what was it, 930,000 jobs for July. I don't have the number in front of me, but it was around 900,000. Leisure and hospitality was responsible for 380,000 of those jobs. Government, 240,000 of those jobs. So you take that number right there, you're at over 600,000 of the 900,000 jobs right there, just between leisure and hospitality. So people are going back to being bartenders, they're going back to being waiters and waitresses, cooks, they're going back to working at the resorts, folding towels, cleaning laundry, cleaning rooms. They're back, at the car wash. They're back at the fast food restaurants. Leisure and hospitality. I mean, nearly 400,000 of these jobs out of the 900 are leisure and hospitality. Government, 240,000. Many of those teachers. Okay, so but what we need is more government jobs, right? I thought, we were going to see the government shrink. We're seeing it expand. So you can work in fast food, you can work at a coffee house, you can work at a resort folding towels, or you can work for the government and be a teacher, I guess. That's where a majority of the jobs are. I mean, right there, that's over 600,000 jobs just between those two. Professional and business services, 60,000, transportation and warehousing, 49.7 thousand, and we've got 30 cargo ships right off the west coast here. So the warehouses and the truck drivers are busy shipping all that cheap labor, cheap produced garbage into America. So the warehouses are packed, the truck drivers are busy making sure that all those cheap Chinese products get shipped to your Walmart. So they're busy. Healthcare and social assistance, 46.8 thousand jobs. So we're going to have more medical assistants and maybe more nurses. That's good. That's a good paying job. But you're going to have more of these aides, these health aides that come to your house if you're elderly or old. Medical assistants. I mean, most of these jobs are $12, $15 an hour. Manufacturing, a whopping 27,000 jobs. Again, how does America stay a superpower when we had 27,000 people go back to the manufacturing sector in July during this incredible economic boom? Information, 24,000. Financial activities, 22,000. Construction. We keep hearing about the big housing boom and new homes being built, 11,000 jobs. That's nothing. Mining and logging, we had 6,000. Wholesale trade, 2.8 thousand. Utilities, we lost 100 jobs. Retail trade, we lost 5,500 jobs. Now, what's interesting is we added 900,000 jobs in July, but we just lost 385,000 last week. We lost 427,000 the week prior. We're bleeding 400,000 jobs a week, but we just added 900,000 in July. What a joke. And do you even believe these numbers anymore? What do you even believe at this point? But I guess we're just going to be a country of workers in leisure and hospitality. We can all work at a resort or a coffee house or a bar or a restaurant, making the bare minimum. But I'm supposed to believe that the housing bubble will continue forever with people working at coffee houses. The housing bubble will continue forever with 400,000 people a week now for a year and a half filing first-time jobless claims. Okay, we'll go ahead and we'll believe that. The president, CNBC, president extends payment pause for student loan borrowers through January. I thought the economy was booming. So nobody has to pay rent now. So that's been extended without Congress, but that's been extended now until October. The economy's booming. Nobody has to pay rent, and now nobody has to pay student loan debt. 42 million Americans with student loan debt will not have to resume their payments until February, according to the White House today. I thought the economy was booming. How come nobody has to pay their debt? The payment pause was set to expire next month. Again, now it's going to expire in February, if you believe that. If you even believe at this point, see, you can't believe anything now. Now we're gonna go into October with the rent moratorium, but then they'll say, hey, we can't be evicting people before Christmas. We can't do that, so we'll have to extend the rent moratorium till after Christmas. They just keep moving the goalposts. Oh, we can't have people pay their student loan debt because, we keep telling everybody the economy's booming, the housing market's booming, the retail's booming, but nobody can pay their debt. Nobody can pay their rent. Nobody can pay their student loan debt. Soon, they'll just be allowing you to drive your cars for free too. You won't have to pay your own auto loan debt either. More than 2/3 of borrowers said they're not ready to start their payments again. Isn't that interesting? They're not ready to start their payments. I mean, I guess we live in a world now that if you're not ready to pay your bills, you don't have to. How long does this go on, and what kind of repercussions are we going to see as a country with allowing people to live at home for free, not pay their rent, not pay their college tuition debt? I mean, I have to pay my bills, right? I have to pay, electricity. I have to pay water. I have to pay for electricity to make this video. I got to pay my phone bill. I mean, I got to pay my car insurance. I mean, this is unbelievable. The hedge today, retail stock buying in July blew away all records, 50% higher than previous all-time high. I wonder how this happened. Maybe it's because of all the stimulus checks. Maybe it's because of benefit checks of $600 a week and $300 a week and unemployment checks. How much of this money that the government gave people went right into the casino, right into the stock market, right into the cryptos? And I know people are going to go, oh, JB, look at the cryptos today. Gold and silver hammered. Yes, gold and silver hammered today. Gold down around $45. Silver down about 96 cents as I make this video. Somebody wrote me today, what are you going to do? I'm going to back up the truck. I'm going to buy more. I hope all of you caught Aaron Early's video, Texas Silver. If you haven't seen that video yesterday, please go and check it out. His channel is doing phenomenal. Thanks to all of you, Texas Silver. But you ask Aaron, when he sees prices getting slammed like this, what he's doing, I promise you, he's digging more holes on his ranch, and he's buying more silver, and he's digging more holes and putting more silver in the ground. That's what he's doing. I talked to other people today. They're backing up the truck and they're buying. Buy the dip, right? That's what we're always told. Buy the dip. Buy what's on sale. Buy what people aren't looking at. And I'm going to continue to buy more gold, more silver. And look, if you're buying cryptos and you're making money, God bless you. I hope you continue to make money. I just can't buy into it. I have to buy real things. And as Rob Kiyosaki, I believe what Rob Kiyosaki said yesterday as I was watching his show, Rob Kiyosaki says he doesn't buy anything in bubbles. And that's why I'm not touching real estate right now. And that's another reason why I would never touch cryptocurrencies. I'm not touching stocks. I'm not buying anything in a bubble, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not buying anything I don't believe in. Right now, I'm a saver, and I'm a buyer of gold, and I'm a buyer of silver. And again, look, if you're making money in the stock market, you're making money in cryptos, God bless you. I wish you the best of luck. But for me, I'm taking a whole different strategy. And yes, people are going to tell me I'm missing out, on the big paydays. I'm missing out on the big money. Look, if I want to gamble, I can go to Vegas tonight and I can go gamble. Right now, I'm not in the mood to gamble. I'm in the mood to preserve wealth. I'm in the mood to get ready for the biggest sales that we've ever seen in America, let alone the entire world. The sales in the stock market and in real estate are going to be unlike anything we've ever lived through. It's going to be biblical, okay? That's what I believe in. You don't have to believe that. You can do what you feel is right for you. But I'm just speaking out loud. I'm telling you what I'm doing, how I see it, and you can write me and tell me how I'm missing out on the economic utopia, the stock market utopia, the cryptocurrency utopia. I'm just going to have to miss out on it, ladies and gentlemen. For me right now, it is about putting money away and getting ready for sales. It is about buying gold and silver at these incredible prices. I'm buying what's on sale. And the only thing I see on sale right now is gold and silver. So I'm going to continue to gobble up as much of it that I can while it's on sale. I'm going to keep putting cash away, even though I know that this inflation is eating a lot of that up, but I need it because when the stock market does crash, I'm going to need cash to buy it up. Same thing with real estate. I'm going to need cash. Now, if I needed to go and convert gold or silver into cash, that's going to be very easy to do. I can also do that. So, but with if I start seeing this inflation getting more crazy, I will be buying more gold. So again, getting back to this article, how much of this crypto market and stock market has just been propped up with the government's own money that it gave to people, and they took it, not paying rent, not paying college tuition debt, not paying their debts. They took the money and they went into the casino. They went into the Ponzi schemes and they threw it there. So absolutely crazy. Also, again, 30 container ships right off the coast here today, and a lot of that money that the government gave the average American, the consumer, went into making Asia much wealthier. It's going into buying cheap garbage products. The hedge today, we haven't seen this in more than 30 years. Shipping rates from China to US hit record $20,000 with no drop in sight. Get ready for inflation, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I will ditch cash and go right to gold if this starts getting more out of whack. Container ship rates now have gone up to $100,000 a day from China to the US, and a 40-foot container is going to cost you $20,000. Guess who's going to pay for that? You're going to pay for that every time you go to the store. It's amazing. And we're on the verge of watching everything shut down again. But look, Kohl's will be open, Walmart will be open, Costco will be open, all the big boys will be open, and a majority of this stuff will be coming from Asia. And Asia is going to make a lot more money, and you're going to pay a lot more for it while your economy has been closed down. So it's absolutely crazy, ladies and gentlemen. You have to believe what you want to believe the numbers that you want to believe in, but the numbers that we're being given are I think, very deceitful. And it's really sad that people are believing this stuff. They're believing these numbers, and they're making huge decisions based on the numbers that they're watching on the television. And they're really literally being sheep led to slaughter, cattle led right off the cliff. And you got to be so cautious of what you're reading now, what you're being told, the numbers, the big economic booms. If everything is so great, how come they can't raise interest rates? How come we're $28.4 trillion in debt? How come now you don't have to pay your college tuition debt? How come now you don't have to pay your rent? If everything's so great, and if everything's so great, just think why they have to keep giving you money. How come the government is spending $120 billion a month buying bonds and mortgage-backed securities if everything is so great? This is really going to get really ugly, ladies and gentlemen. And today the 900,000 July jobs, stock market all-time highs, the euphoria that we're being sold now, that we're in this incredible utopia. People, I mean, they're so blind now. They've become so ignorant to what's going on. They feel so immune to a collapse, to an economic or currency collapse. People are completely immune to it now. They're so ignorant and so filled with this utopia that is taking place. And when I see this kind of stuff, and I see how it's being promoted today on the television and on the internet and just talking to people in general, it really concerns me. It really concerns me because they are suckering so many people into gambling, suckering so many people into this housing market now, and people they're gonna get lit up. They're gonna get lit up and wiped out. That's fine. You can disagree with me. You can buy into these markets. In my opinion, you're buying into a massive bubble, whether that's the stock market, housing, whatever. You can tell me how much money I'm missing out on. But I think that the real money is going to be made after the plug is pulled, when this whole house of cards comes tumbling down, and it's going to come down. When I watch this today, it just reinforces with me, and I'm sure many of you, how bad things really are and how hard this thing is going to come down. When you watch, I mean, this whole thing is so fake, so orchestrated that I can see right through it, and I know most of you can see right through it. So I'm staying right on path with my plans. Buy the dip, ladies and gentlemen. Bet against the debt. Buy things that are real. Buy gold, buy silver. And I'm not giving you financial advice. Do what you want to do. And I'm going to do what I want to do, and that's going to buy more gold and more silver. And for me, it's mostly gold. But like they say, buy the dip. And I'm sure a lot of people are backing up the truck today with these sales. And if gold goes farther down, silver goes farther down, I'll buy more. Again, everything I saw today just reinforced with me that I need to buy more of it. I need to be saving more cash and make sure that you got your debts paid off. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are going to witness the worst depression of your lifetime. And they're telling you right now how great it is. Just like they did before the collapse in 1929, just like the collapse in 2008. It's always great until it isn't. But today is just another canary in the coal mine, another reminder, another reinforcement of just how bad things really are. This is so fake. All you have to do is take a drive around and see the vacant buildings. I mean, restaurants only open on Saturday and Sunday for 4 hours. I wonder if they took the triple P money and had to stay open, and now they're only going to be open 8 hours a week. A pizza joint with one employee working. I mean, this is the twilight zone. I go down into some of the wealthiest retail shopping 5 minutes from my house, and literally 25% of the businesses are gone for good, gone. And again, we don't know how many people in this country aren't paying rent. We don't know how many retailers are not paying rent, how many retailers are behind in rent. I personally know people in retail who are massively behind in rent. But everything's good, right? Just buy into the bubbles, buy into these inflated bubbles. The inflation's only transitory, right? Yeah. The bubbles, they're not bubbles. Yeah, right. Ladies and gentlemen, be very careful out there. Be very careful, because this can change in the blink of an eye. God bless you all. Be safe. Talk to all of you very soon.